So welcome back to the channel. We're on to day 2 and I'm going to spend a couple hours working on these pieces again. I love this one actually, the combination of just a little bit of orange here. Today I'm thinking I'll work on color. So I'm going to really see what colors are available with this limited palette and see how I can work that in, make sure that my light and darks are balanced with some midtones, and just see what happens. Day 2. So obviously I'm a bit sped up here, and what I'm doing is really swatching the colors. I'm mixing them and then putting them on a blank panel to see how they show up. I like doing it this way sometimes because you can see how the colors interact with each other rather than just having like random spots of colors. So first I go through a lot of the blues and the greens just to see what I can get, and then eventually I'll get into oranges. So obviously I'm liking this sort of blue-gray, putting it on a good portion of the panel. I think it will probably come into play as a really good mid-tone for the other pieces. Let's see what I come up with next. Here's an even lighter value of that same blue-gray. It's fun to see how it changes depending on which color it's next to. And just trying to give myself a bit more access to the white portion of the panel. I think the lighter tones are really hard to get. Like, you think that you're in a bright light tone, and it ends up being a mid-tone. So I really tried to push the lighter colors here and see if I could get a really soft blue-gray before going back into some deeper, brighter colors. This is a really great gray. It's slightly different than the lighter gray that I had there. The lighter blue, this really goes towards a kind of taupey gray, which I liked a lot. But again, it changes depending on which color it's next to. And finally I begin to work in some of the oranges. So this is a very muted orange, and then I go for a bit brighter orange, just to give the full palette and show all of the possibilities. I've done a ton of blues, so now playing with orange. It was interesting how the orange with a bit of white went towards a very light pink, like a salmon or a blush. And it's more noticeable once I put that bright orange that's directly from the tube next to it. That real soft orange actually shifted kind of to a pink or a blush. And now I'm back into the blues, really trying to find some in-between colors. It's interesting to me how you can take two colors and find all of these different muted tones in between the really orange and the really blue. The greens that come out, the grays and the muted blues, the soft pinks, all of that with just a bit of white and just a bit of black and those two colors. It's kind of incredible. It should be noted that I'm really not going for a composition here either. These two panels will join the other pieces in the bigger project, so I will be painting over this, but it's really a question at this point of, can I get a little bit of each color touching another color and touching a brighter color and touching a more muted color and seeing how they interact in that way, so that I have more information when I go back to those other pieces. As I'm finishing this up, I will show you what happened with the other works in just a moment.